All right, welcome back. This is video number 3 of week number 9 of my 12-week commitment to create videos 3 per week for 12 weeks. I got it. Now, this video I'm titling The Way You Study. First video I created today was Why You Study. The second video was The People You Study. And this video, final video today, is the way you study. When you study, how do you study? Do you read a chapter per day? Do you take notes as you're studying? Do you read the whole book before you take any notes? Do you underline certain things as you're reading? How do you study? How do you make sure that you have it once you go through it? Because that's very important, because if your study habits are weak, if you don't really have a process or a system in place that you can count on to keep the knowledge that you process through you in you, then it's going to be difficult for you to bring it back up when that time comes, right? Now, quite often what happens is someone can be speaking or talking and they'll say something and it'll trigger what you've read or something that you've heard before. And that information will come back to you, right? And as it comes back, it will remind you of what you read or what you experienced when you gathered that knowledge, right? And then you can share that. That's what you want. You want to have the recall in a way that as you're processing a conversation with someone, then they say something, you can reference it, like a quote. Let's say you remember a quote as you hear a word that triggers something that brings that quote up, right? You want to be able to remember that quote so that you can recite it and sound smart at the time, right? Because it's about timing, right? You don't want to have that trigger activated and then you can't remember that quote that goes in line with it at that point, and then you walk away from the conversation and then bam, there's a quote, right? The timing is off, so you have to work on getting it the way you want to, and the way you study has a lot to do with that. So when you become consistent at gaining knowledge, then gaining knowledge is not that difficult for you. But let me share this with you. Many people, in a high number, it's almost 60%, it's like 58% of people who graduate high school never read another book from cover to cover the rest of their lives. Almost 6 out of 10. So that number has probably increased, because I speak with people all the time and they're not readers. You've heard it said that readers are leaders, right? And the answer is in the books. Whatever the question, the answer is in the books. So if you're not a person who's reading, if you're not a person who's gaining knowledge through any vessel other than word of mouth or secondhand information, then you're not really getting the gist of what's being done or what's being said or the effect that it can have on you. And you're actually shortchanging your ability to make a conscious decision based on facts. You're basing yours on what Larry said or what Barbara said, John, whoever you're listening to. So some things you want to do for yourself. You want to do your own research, right? Let me give you an example. I created another part to my system when I attend events offline. And that part that I created or I added was to sell body oils, right? So I also sell body oils in line with my CDs, books, and videos and on and on. But those body oils, they sell pretty well, right? So I researched this company, and the company that I was buying the body oils from was like $3 per bottle. And the new company, the price is like $1.75 per bottle. Now, if I didn't want to lower my prices, I wouldn't have done that research. If I had just been content with that $3 per bottle, that's what I would have stayed with. But I believe in creating a profit with things that I do. So I wanted to do some research and find out a system who had the same or similar products. I don't like, watered down things. I like things to be as good as it can possibly be for my clients who become my clients, right? So when I found this company, I shared this company with 2 or 3 other people that do business just like I do, and all 3 changed immediately because the product is better than the others, in my opinion, and it's less expensive and it's easier to access. Right? I'm going to share that place that you can go if you're interested in starting yours at the bottom of this video. So don't forget to share this video, like this video, and decide that you're going to do something this year. This is 2017. Today's date is actually April the 1st. April Fool. Was I the first to say that to you? Tell the truth. Okay. Today is April the 1st. So decide within the next 90 days or 60 days if you can, or 30 days. Today would be best if you can decide today that you're going to do something different. You're going to listen to what I'm sharing with you from time to time and decide to go and start your business so that when it's all said and done, you've left a legacy. You left a lineage that you existed on this earth and you stood for something and you helped people along the way, right? My name is Larry James. My company is, say it with me, SpeakerLarry.com.